This month, Dungeon Nytes is partnering with Armada Games to bring you our monthly giveaway. Armada Games, located in Tampa, Florida, has been serving the community for over 14 years, catering to board games, card games, minis, and RPGs. For all you dice dragons out there, they boast the best collection of dice in the city, with over 400 unique sets available in acrylic, metal, and semi-precious stones, including the upcoming Nebula line from Chessex. Shop online now at shoparmada.com. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Dungeon Nytes, our weekly dose of D&D from us to you. Last time, on Rime of the Frostmaiden, we had a little stuff and things happen. Eztia was captured, and she was taken, and a hunt ensued to chase after those responsible. And in that pursuit, at a crossroads, they found a body face down in the snow. A red-haired halfling. That was indeed Eztia. She'd been dumped in the middle of the road and left for dead. Had the party not been pursuing, she would have died. Luckily, Drathar was able to wrap her up in a fur and get her back to the inn in time. And enough healing was done to bring her back to life. And that puts us square in the middle of the White Lady Inn. Bardaman, the innkeep, has kicked everyone out. Eztia lies on the kind of stage, just having regained life after essentially being thawed by a plethora of magic being pumped into her body. Tika, your last spell caused Eztia to and here we are.
Correction, wasn't she in the bed with Tika?
That
Yeah.
too.
They were in bed.
Sure. That's right. You put her upstairs and tried to warm with her. Uh-huh. It's been a long week.
Eztia? Are you okay?
What is going on?
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're
Tika,
alive.
why are you in my bed?
Water. Get her water. Something warm or warm tea or honey. Make sure we put honey in the tea. You were dead. Like dead.
I can't stop shivering.
Okay, it's okay. We'll warm a few more. Somebody give me the little pouchy things, and I'll warm them up, and we'll warm her up, and we'll make sure she's fine. You were dead.
I don't understand. How does that equal you and me being in the same bed together?
I guess this is why I ended up in jail. I healed you, and then I wanted to make sure you were nice and warm, so I took everything off, so we were skin to skin. Well, skin to your kind of clothes and skin, and to warm you up, and now you're alive, and it's morning, and I'm awake before noon, and you're alive.
Well, I'm still freezing cold.
Poppy, wake up! She's alive. We need something warm. Where's Drathar? Drathar can help. I did the magic and I don't know what to do now. I'm not good at taking care of people. I'm good at making messes.
Well, apparently you did a pretty good job. I mean, last thing I remember, I was stuck out in a blizzard, and now here I am in a warm bed at least.
That's true. What happened?
I don't remember.
I want you to give me a... It's wisdom. Let's go with a wisdom check.
I don't know how this works.
What is how what works?
Did it roll? I don't know.
It did. It rolled.
Okay.
I don't know why you rolled twice. The first one was higher, though.
Yeah. I didn't know it rolled the first time.
First one is 17. Eztia, you are suddenly kind of flooded with memories as you feel color and warmth start to kind of circulate through your body and break through the chill. You start to piece together these little flashes. You remember darkness and then something being placed over your head, and you remember like being on your stomach and like being hurt as like you felt like you were riding on the back of something for what seemed like a long time. Then you stopped. The bag off your head. You saw Prudence and a number of other elves in the cauldron. They were berating you, asking you how it worked, threatening your life, beating you, threatening to leave you, putting a knife up to your throat. You stood firm. You didn't give in. And right as one of the kind of head male elves came over to do the final deed, you remember a green flash appear. And after that, it was a blur. You felt something hit your head, and right before you blacked out, you saw this ethereal orc spirit battling with these elves, driving them away before disappearing. And you can stop thinking about feeling something in the pocket of your coat as that all was happening.
Okay. So I think Eztia would relay pretty much everything she remembers. I don't know what that green glow was, but I think it saved my life, and that's the last thing I saw.
Good gift horse in the butt? I don't know the phrase, but at the end of the day, I'm really happy you're here. And here, I'll make your clothes warm, and she'll cast prestidigitation. She'll cast it and warm her clothes up. Hopefully that helps. So the blankets too. I can do the blankets. Okay.
So wait, there's something in my coat pocket?
Oh, where's your coat? I think it might be downstairs.
I don't know. I don't remember what it is, but I think it's important.
Okay. Let's go. Let's wake the others. And go see what's in the and then let them know about the green light thing. And gosh, there's like a winter lady, now there's a green light person, and there was a ghost. I saw a ghost. Oh my gosh, I saw the ghost. And then I asked it questions, and it didn't really like my questions. But then
Tika, stop! So much talking. It's hurting my head. Can we focus on one thing at a time, please?
Of course.
So Eztia is gonna try to like get up out of bed and then realize that everything hurts and is gonna collapse like with a groan, like, oh, maybe that's not such a good idea.
Oh, here, let me cast it again, and we'll cast once again cure wounds, which I can do right here. Magic. 9. I've healed you. Does that feel better? Do you want me to cast it again? I can do it again.
I don't know how hurt I am.
So you're not that hurt, and you've had a long rest, so you can certainly kind of feel better about things. I definitely am going to say that you still have 1 point of exhaustion, even after the rest and the healing.
Okay.
Just due to the entire ordeal.
Are you better? Should I cast it again?
Wait, did you just do something to my page because it put up the failure, success, death saves?
No. I didn't touch your page.
What did I do? No.
If you have 1 point of exhaustion, you should just be fine.
Okay.
Should I cast it again?
I think I'm okay. I need to lie down. Can you go get my coat?
Yeah, okay. And Tika will run out the door, opening it. She's awake! And then go down the stairs, pitter-pattering with a little hose, and go to find the coat, which had been left where she was healed, and had been set down. And she's going to pick up the coat. She's going to get kind of curious, kind of want to look inside before everybody else. Take a breath, realize she's been making some bad choices lately, and run back upstairs. Okay, I have the coat, and there should be a thingy in here, and I'm gonna let you look at it first, even though I really wanted to. Here it is.
So she's gonna snatch the cloak and kind of rifle through all the pockets back to what she remembered.
You remember feeling something like vibrate and then thrum in the left pocket. And when you reach inside, you see a small, probably a good golf ball sized green stone. This stone has a symbol on it. It looks like a human skull with 3 arrows carved into it. As you hold it in your hand, you kind of feel the magic kind of flow through you. And somehow you kind of intrinsically know that you've kind of attuned with this stone. And once again, you kind of feel memories kind of flood in. And it's almost like you can see the gap being filled. Whereas as your life was threatened and you were kind of in a panic as you didn't have access to any of your weapons, this stone materialized some sort of spirit of an orc war chief that then fought off these elves quite easily. You recognize that this war chief is willing to be there for you and feels indebted to you as the owner of this stone, and that it can understand you even though you don't know orc, and will obey you.
But Eztia doesn't have any memory of how the stone came to be in her possession?
Nope.
So I think so at this point she's just holding it in her hands and kind of looking it over with Tika. This is where that green glowing orc it came from. It did come to protect me. I mean, it left me for dead in the snow, but I mean, it saved me from the knife of the elves at least.
Poppy's gonna walk into the room right now.
Magic, as you say that, you kind of get the sense as more information is kind of coming back to you as you're kind of getting more alert, more with it, that this effect, he almost is sad that he's like, I couldn't do more for you. I wanted to do more for you, but I've limited time. And you get the sense that he can only be summoned for 10 minutes at a time. And only for once a day.
spoke to me, or I just
You
could
kind of feel this, right?
Feel it.
As it's resonating, and you get the sense. It's almost like not like you
Like
can
a
hear a voice
connection.
in your head, but you have a connection to this stone.
Okay.
And I'll just say this from a DM to player perspective. Keep in mind where you got this coat originally. All I'm going to say.
Eztia would notice Poppy coming in the room and would fill her in on everything she remembers, including the mystical orc that apparently is sent to protect her, and how it is connected to her through the stone.
Bartman kind of pokes his head in the door. Hey, are you okay?
She's alive.
That's
I mean,
Bartaman, can I go down and get some food for her?
I'll go get it. Just be here with her. I'm just happy you're okay.
yeah, thank you. I've definitely had better mornings, but glad to be inside at least.
Yep. I'll be right back.
So, Tika, what happened like after?
I think Barty likes you, so he really was invested in he was sad. I mean, in a way that you wouldn't really expect a bartender. I mean, they just usually serve me drinks and then get angry. And so
Bartaman is not a barkeeper. He is an innkeeper.
I know, but he gives me drinks, so he's essentially the same thing. But he was like legitimately sad.
Wait,
That's
well,
what happened.
how was I found? I remember being dumped in the snow. This magical orc saving me. Good job, by the way. She whispers to the little green stone because she's not quite sure how this thing connects, right? And then I wake up here.
Well, we went looking for you because Barty closed shop and then wanted to come with us, and so then we all went out on a journey to find you, and then
Wait, Barty came out to try to search for me?
yeah. So like I said, I think he has a crush on you, but also Drathar like tricked us and was all go back to the den, and I was like okay, and then he comes back with your dead body, and I was like. Ah! And then I was all magic.
Hey.
And then
Okay. Let me try and fill some stuff in here.
okay.
So, Eztia, you and Drathar were coming back after giving the cauldron
Yeah.
to everybody. And
Prudence. All of a sudden, Estia remembers that she saw Prudence with the cauldron. I made her biscuits. Can you? She must have turned us in to whoever those elves were.
well, when you were coming back, Drathar said it just all of a sudden got dark.
Okay, listen.
And
I
you
have
just
one
disappeared.
bone to pick with these elves. Okay, I have several bones to pick with these elves, but one, what is it about me that makes it seem like I know how to make magical stew? Why didn't they take Drathar instead?
Well, we can't answer that. We just know that you were taken for whatever reason.
We
Okay.
made biscuits. And they were pretty good.
I
I'm
never
sure.
liked that Prudence.
But you didn't give me who's Prudence?
Nim's assistant. I saw her with the elves in the cauldron.
Who's Nim?
Nims is the speaker's assistant, and Prudence is Nims' assistant. I made her biscuits so that I could come and deliver you dinner when you were in jail. Tika, please. I'm the one that suffered almost freezing to death, and I'm telling you the story.
I was in jail. I don't know who these people are. Who's this Prudence lady that apparently is a
All you need to
bitch?
know about Prudence is she is a slimy scumbag. And next time I see her, I'll give her a biscuit. I'll shove it straight down her throat.
Can I have it instead? That seems like a waste of a good biscuit.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should do that.
Thanks.
Sorry, Poppy. You were giving quite a good explanation.
Yeah. Drathar came back to the inn and told us that you had been taken. So Bardaman wanted to come help us,
Okay.
and we saw that you were taken out. So we went back to the town hall where we found the speaker like being locked up with the guards.
Okay.
And that's when we were told that Prudence was with the Dark Elves.
She slapped me.
Wait, who slapped you?
The speaker.
So sad I was gone for that.
I
But-
saved you.
So we got some axe beaks from the speaker, and we tracked you, or at least tracked the tracks. We didn't know they necessarily had you at the time. When all of a sudden we came up on something, Drathar checked it out, sent Tika and I back to the inn, and then as Tika said, he came back with your body.
Is Drathar in the room right now?
No, he's in it. He's still meditating, I think. I can go get him.
I'll just have to tell him thank you.
Puppy's gonna walk out and go grab Drathar. Drathar,
Yeah.
Drathar. Estia's awake. And she was telling Tika what she remembered. You'll want to come and hear this, I think.
Okay, I'll head on over. And Drather will finish writing in his journal what he was writing, and he'll head over to the room that everyone else was in.
Drathar, she's alive!
I can see that.
Good point.
So I think Eztia is going to try to like kind of push herself up so she's seated against the headboard of the bed. And Drathar, I hear that I have you to thank for finding me in the snow.
We'll just say it was lucky happenstance. You don't owe me nothing.
Well, whichever way you spin it, I thank you for being a good friend.
It's the least I could do. You'd do the same for me, I'm sure.
In a heartbeat, I would. So this story is
So
getting all over the place. Drathar finds my body buried under snow, sends Poppy and Tika back, and then carries me back. My axe! Did they take my axe?
No, we got, I assume, all of your stuff back.
I mean, all I really care about is that axe.
Oh, we definitely brought the axe back.
That's a relief.
Yeah, they didn't have time to loot any of your private possessions. They were kind of busy.
Good.
But I hear that you are telling them what you remember. Do you remember hearing them say anything, like where they were going? Because I believe we owe them a little visit.
Do I remember them saying anything about where they were going?
Give me another wisdom check.
So is this an ability check?
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be at disadvantage because I have exhaustion level 1.
correct.
What did I click? There we go.
That's not bad. Okay,
Yeah.
so 12. So you kind of vaguely remember through kind of various gut punches as you were on the back of an axe beak, them talking about Targos.
Wait, say it again. What was it?
Targos.
Targos?
Hmm?
They were saying something about Targos. That's
Sad.
pretty much all I remember.
Familiar.
Sadly, that's not anything new for us. We were already told by the speaker that that's where she'd probably go. Apparently, Prudence is from there.
Oh yeah.
She has
So-
family, I think she said.
That confirms it then. We're going to Targos.
I don't know how I ended up in this bed. All I know is that I got dug out of the snow and carried back here.
Somebody picked you up and brought you into the bed after I healed you, and then we went to sleep, and then we woke up. That's really the end of the story.
Aw, Tika, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do, but Barty was like, oh, right here. And I was like, okay. And then you were like, with breath in your like lungs. And I was like, oh, I'll do it again. And I did it again. And I did it again. And now here you are.
Oh, my dear, are you not tired?
I'm exhausted.
I think listening to that, we're all exhausted now.
I know
I
I'm
went for
tired.
exhaustion. So
We need to get that cauldron back. This city needs it. Besides the fact of sweet revenge.
Yes, we do owe them a nice little visit and a little bit of revenge. We did promise the speaker we will bring Prudence back. So we definitely owe her that.
But in what condition do we have to bring her back?
Alive.
Darn it.
She has to at least be alive. There's no other specification, so as long as she's alive.
Fine. How about if we put a sack over her head and throw on the back of one of those beasts and drag her back that way? Only seems fair.
I also saw a ghost.
Yes.
And I asked it really stupid questions apparently because I didn't like it. And then Poppy asked a question that made no sense to me, but I
Wait,
think
where did you see a ghost?
the weird bard dude.
Ronaldo?
Yeah, he did a seance and then the ghost took over him, and so I was like, how do we save the city? And they were like, that's a stupid question. And I was like, seems like a smart question to me. And then Poppy was like, that's a dumb question. And then she asked her question.
Wait,
And I
what
didn't-
question did you ask, Poppy?
I don't know.
I asked about the Chardolin, and that's
Ah.
when we were told about the gray-skinned dwarves. They've been stalking the streets while they're invisible. They obviously don't have good intentions. They hide in the town ferry, and then they hide in the ruins of Dinny's Rest.
Oh yeah, dinner.
No, not dinner. And it was at that point the seance ended, and then Drathar came back within a couple minutes, and you were gone.
So just so I have
Maybe the
this straight.
ghost took you.
No, the ghost
Drathar
didn't take.
unburied me from the snow. Tika healed me, and Poppy found out more information. You all don't even need my help anymore.
That's
You've all
a
become
lie.
quite competent.
No, I need you. You need to take care of Tika.
Speaking of taking care of people, whatever happened to Pietro?
You know, we forgot about him, and that is besides the point right now.
Isn't it? We were going to deal with him after dropping off the cauldron, and things got a little bit
It's
sidetracked.
fine.
What do you
It's
mean?
fine.
We
He
can't
deserves
leave
whatever he's
him.
getting.
What did you do to him.
Someone will
Nobody
find
tell
him
Tika.
eventually.
Don't tell Tika.
I'm
me
sure
what?
he'll come around eventually.
Come
Drathar,
around.
we cannot leave him. You need Drathar. I would come with you if I was feeling well enough. I would, but you need to go and take care of that, and not in the way that you're thinking to take care of it.
How about I just do an anonymous tip that there was some craziness and he had a little too much fun and he might be strapped to his bed.
He's what?
And they might need to look into that.
They might even think
Just so long as we're not leaving him there. He's a scumbag for sure, but he doesn't deserve to be left for dead.
well, and they might
I
even
should
think
know.
it was the dark dwarves at this point.
No, tell him the elves that you saw the elves snooping
Or
around
the-
his house.
You mean the dwarves, the dark dwarves?
Are they elves
Well,
or are they
definitely-
dwarves?
They're gray-skinned dwarves.
I could have sworn Night said elves.
You saw elves that
Okay.
had kidnapped you.
Okay.
Poppy learned that the thieves that stole the Shardlin were dark-skinned or gray-skinned dwarves that were invisible.
Okay. Thank you for the
okay.
clarification.
I was very confused about this. Okay.
Don't worry, he'll definitely know he was attacked by an elf.
Hide up.
Multiple elves.
The bounty hunter?
No, we're talking about someone different. Don't worry about it, Tika.
To
Yeah.
the bed? Dang, what did I miss while I was in jail? That would have been fun. Darn. Next time.
At this point, I don't think there's going to be much point of trying to keep it quiet. We probably might as well just go ask the speaker to go send someone to retrieve them, because otherwise, I think everyone in town's going to hear about it soon enough from Tika.
I just don't want it to circle back around that we had anything to do with it.
You know who did it? Or did you did you disguise yourself? And did you sneak into his home when he was unaware? And then did you
Tika,
kidnap-
we can't tell you. You have not had the greatest reputation of keeping a secret.
Are you okay? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'll
Tika, it was the elves that attacked. They're the ones that attacked him and just happened to tie him to the bed, and we just know about it. Don't worry.
Can we just go with that, Tika, please?
Eztia stole some of his wood too. Just saying.
I also stole a sword.
and the whip.
At least I didn't forget about him.
I didn't forget about him. He's just not part of
Everybody
my
else
warrior
is
right now.
just like,
Yeah, he's not high on the list of priorities.
I mean, I already got a little of my revenge on him, so he wasn't high on my priorities right now.
not the silk shirt.
What did you do to his silk shirt?
We did nothing. It was these horrible elves. But anyways, I'll go talk to the speaker and I'll handle the Pietro problem.
All right.
I'm gonna go see if Bardaman has your food ready.
Thank you, Poppy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll go deal with the Pietro problem and also make sure our axe speaks are ready and set up for whenever we decide to leave.
So, Poppy, as you walk out the door, you see Bardaman kind of with a tray. He's got what looks like a bowl of soup, some bread, some tea, kind of on a tray, and he is currently bringing it up the stairs.
Do you need help with that, Bardaman?
Sure. Here, give this to Eztia.
I'm sure she'll want to see you too, and thank you for your help.
Oh, no problem. Just happy she's okay.
Well, come on.
Oh, okay.
Poppy walks back in the room with Bardaman.
Party!
Here you go. Here you go, Estia.
Here, Brought you some soup and bread and some tea.
Oh, some tea would be just lovely. You remembered, Bartiman? You remembered that tea was my favorite?
Yeah, we don't get many calls for tea around here, and hope you don't mind. I found some of your honey and have it sitting here too for you.
It's just perfect. And I'm not exactly sure all that transpired the evening before, but I'm told that I have you to thank for a lot of my rescue.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I just decided that we needed to help things along a bit. Make sure that you were found.
Well, I'm very grateful to everyone.
You've got some good friends, but I'm gonna go and let people back in now. It's early, but sometimes we get fishermen that come in the morning.
Thank you for the tea.
You're welcome. And he's gonna kind of back away awkwardly and then walk out the door.
Estia's gonna elbow Tika. Stop gritting like that. And she's kind of like a little bit red in the cheeks.
Poppy's gonna raise her eyebrow while looking at Eztia with kind of a half smile.
I don't know what you girls are going on about.
Oh,
I didn't say a word.
He likes you. How adorable. Who thought you'd find love in the
No,
past?
he just takes good care of anyone at his inn that happens to be sick. That's all.
I don't disagree with this sentiment, but I don't agree with the idea that he doesn't like you.
Well, I think I'm gonna eat the rest of the soup and take a little rest.
Okay. I'll stay here.
I'll go downstairs and let you rest. I'll grab something to eat down there.
Tika, could you toss me that blanket from the other bed?
Yeah, here, I'll warm it up first. And there you go.
Ah, thank you.
I'm really getting used to this magic stuff. I mean, I'm used to just like singing and playing and doing all that kind of stuff. But now that it's actually necessary, I'm kind of remembering all of those classes that I sort of ignored. I'm getting there.
I'm really proud of you. You've come a long way.
Thank you. It's been a journey, but it's been a fun one. I mean, not really fun. You almost died, and
Okay. I'm gonna try to take a nap now.
Okay. I'll just sit over here. Yeah.
Drathar, as you leave the inn, it's at this point probably somewhere in the area of, I don't know, probably 1 or 2 in the morning. It's early, but it's dark outside, dreary. As you kind of walk down the street towards the town hall, you hear a sound.
When Drathar hears the sound, he's gonna just stop, kind of get low, try to hide, and just listen and try to look around to see if he can see anything.
Oh no. Does 16 hit you?
Yes.
You take a crossbow bolt to the shoulder.
For how much?
Give me 1 second. For 5 damage. And stepping out from around a corner, you see Pietro looking haggard. Even at a distance, you can see hair disheveled, clothes not in good standing. He's got a crossbow in one hand, a dagger in the other. He doesn't say anything. He just reloads his crossbow.
How far away is he?
He's probably a good 30 feet away.
I guess I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna try to run up and attack him.
All right. Let's go.
You want me to roll initiative or roll to
I
attack?
would love you to roll initiative.
Okay. Come on, work.
It'll work. Should work.
I did it, but it's not doing it. Hold on. Let me reload the screen real fast.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like that roll too. Let's miss save.
I guarantee you he doesn't like his roll. There you go.
11.
Yep. You have the ability to retaliate.
Yeah, if he's 30 feet away, I have a speed of 35. I'm going to run up to him with my short sword and scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to attack him with both.
Okay. As you rush up to him, and you do your first attack, you have to attack with disadvantage as he brings up his dagger in defense.
Okay. Uh, 21 low for the scimitar.
That'll hit.
And the short sword will be a 18 low.
That will also hit. Man, some
Yeah,
hot
sneak
rolls.
attack on the scimitar. So 12 damage with the scimitar.
Okay.
And the short sword, I have. It should just be 6.
Okay.
So 18 total.
As you
As
come
I rush
in,
at him with a scimitar and short sword.
as you rush at him with his own weapon and then a short sword and cut deep into his chest and his stomach, you see him double over. You filthy fucking elf. And he goes to attack you again.
That hits.
All right, he's going to hit for 7 slashing damage. And it's your turn.
Grace is going to come at him again with the scimitar and the short sword. Just trying to end it quickly. 11 for the scimitar and the short sword. A 7.
Those will both miss. As you try and come in, he's able to compose himself enough to where he's able to glance away both attacks with his knife, struggling as he does so. He tries to come back with a similar attack and also misses, almost losing his balance as he does. It's your turn.
Drathar going to once again just try to come back with the scimitar and the short sword, just try to cut him down as quickly as he can instead of hold this out. Draw this out. 17 for the scimitar.
That'll hit.
And the short sword will be 18.
Both hit.
So 9 and
Oh,
9 and
let's
6.
go! Max damage both times. Yeah. How do you finish off Pietro here? Because he deed.
So Drathar is going to come at him with the scimitar, cut him straight across the chest. And when Pietro kind of falls to his knees, Drathar is just going to kind of step next to him and just kind of whisper in Pietro's ears, "This is what you get when you mess with my friends," and just slit his throat with a short sword.
And he grabs onto his throat, trying to keep himself together for mere moments, and then falls over in the street.
Drathar is just going to kind of stand there for a moment, looking down at Pietro. And then he's going to see if Pietro has anything else on him.
You see Pietro has...
Besides the...
Obviously he has his weapon, his crossbow, and this dagger. And as you kind of rifle around his pockets, he has a small bag of coins with 10 silvers in it.
Drathar's going to just pocket those, look down at Pietro again, and then just head back to the inn where everyone else is, since there's no point of going to the speaker to deal with him anymore.
Drathar, you walk back in. You still have an arrow sticking out of your shoulder.
He's not going to pull it out.
Poppy is sitting at the bar. Bardaban is also standing across from her, and he looks up. And as he looks up at you, you see him reach down from behind the bar and bring his axe onto the table. What happened?
What'd you do? What? What's going on? Drathar!
Are there more?
No, all I can say is Pietro is a real prick.
Assuming you're here and he isn't, means he's dead then.
He left me no choice.
Always sad to see loss of life. But he was especially a prick. I'll go get the guard. Stay here.
Well,
Let's
I'm
not
not
get
going to move
involved.
around much.
You can see Bardaman, he puts his axe back behind the bar and walks back out.
Point has gotten really bored trying to be quiet upstairs and goes down the stairs kind of loudly with her hooves going always very loud down the stairs apparently, and turns the corner as she gets down and looks over, sees the arrow, kind of stares for a moment, smiles, and walks over to him. I can help with that. Would you like
I'm
me
starting
to?
to wonder if I want you to help with that.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of you. So can you just confirm that I can help you with that? Because I can also just go get a beer.
Yes, if you could help with that.
Okay.
Try not to kill me.
I don't
No
think she'll
promises.
kill you.
Probably not. And she'll go
Yes.
ahead, as she casts it, pull the arrow at the same time and cast Cure Wounds. Which I can do like this now. Suffers a little bit as she attempts that. And as she sees him grimace, she takes a deep breath and does it again.
Nice.
It looks a little better. Are you okay?
So you healed for 5 and 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drathor, your kind of initial kind of pain at the removal of the arrow definitely was able to be seen. Tika, as you pulled it, you could see that just blood started flowing from his shoulder. And when you healed it, it kind of stemmed and then stopped. And Drathor, as you go to kind of feel your shoulder and wipe away the blood, you see that there's not even a scar on your shoulder. It's completely healed, and you can feel it's pretty good.
Okay. Is it internally okay? It looks good on the outside, but is it okay? I really don't.
I feel
have
fine.
anything.
I feel fine, Tika. I'm better now. Thank you. I mean, you
Good
could have left the
night.
scar. I wouldn't have minded that, but thank you anyways.
Keep that in
You did a
mind.
good job. Now, you did a good job. Shush. You don't have to, talk 1,000 words a minute. This is good. Go have a nice drink, non-alcoholic. You did good.
Since Bardaman's not here, I'll go grab you something real quick, Tika.
Oh, I had alcohol. Don't listen to
Non-alcoholic, like
him.
Drathar said.
No!
But you kind of poke your head around the backside of the bar, and you can see there's obviously some flagons and different things, and you see where there's clearly what looks like a barrel of meat, and then you see a kind of barrel of fresh water sitting in the middle of the bar.
Poppy's gonna grab some fresh water for Tika. Sorry, Tika. We need you sober right now.
Bobby! It would be better for just a little bit of meat, but okay. I thought I did good. And she's just kind of walk away to the corner.
You
and
did
sit.
fine.
Don't talk to me! And sit on a table and just start sipping the water dejectedly.
Poppy's just gonna look at Drathar.
Tika, we don't know when we might have to leave. For now, I think water's best.
Water's best. And she'll take another sip.
At least she listens to you.
Apparently, she's afraid of me, and I don't know why.
Well, let's keep it that way if it keeps her sober.
He says that 5 minutes after slicing someone's throat.
She didn't watch that.
I have no idea. Blood's dripping off his hands.
After what
I'm gonna
feels good.
Go rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go rest, though. You guys, if you need me, if Bardaban or the guard need me, I'll be up in the room.
I'll watch Tika.
And Drathar's gonna head upstairs back up into his room.
About a good hour later, Bardaman returns. At this point, it's about 3 a.m. Probably a good idea for those of you still awake to try and get some rest. It's been a long day.
Come on, Tika, let's go upstairs and get some rest. Are you okay with that, Bardaman? Do you need us for anything?
No. Everything's been taken care of.
Walk upstairs very quietly, being very careful with her paws. and then walk into the room, set the cup down, and go into her bed. Very silently.
Poppy's gonna go to her room. See Drathar in the corner, meditating. She's gonna just crawl into bed.
And you all are able to take a long rest. Which means that, Eztia, your level of exhaustion should be cured when you wake. In addition, y'all get to level up to level 3!
Yes!
It's around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. when most of you wake. The faint shimmer of sun through the clouds in the gray peeks through, illuminating the windows of your rooms. Drathar, you've been up for some time. Poppy, you wake up. Eztia, Tika. Feels warm. Nice and comfortable.
I think Eztia is finally feeling better after a second sleep, and she's gonna get up and go take a shower and then head downstairs and try to snoop out some breakfast.
As you are kind of taking your shower, all of you have the ability to smell something delicious. Hints of cinnamon, smells of fresh meat.
Estia's gonna move even more quickly downstairs to find something for breakfast.
Poppy gets up and quickly showers. She smells the food and is rather interested on what's going on and gets ready to go downstairs.
After experience being attacked while just walking outside, Drathar's going to make sure he has his weapons on him, but they're going to be put away, and then he'll go down and go to get some food.
Kind of have the sunlight cast in her eyes, sort of peek out of the covers, realize that she's alone in the room, her hair's a mess, and she'll kind of push the covers up, sit up, look at the empty water mug, and plot as she then pulls on her clothes and trots down the stairs.
Poppy comes out all ready for the day as Tika's walking down the stairs. How'd you rest?
Terrible. You know, the best thing about alcohol is that it makes you tired, and then you can sleep through the night despite everything. You know, I was having dreams that we were in the past, and then I realized we were actually in the past, and it was just a disaster, and there was this old hag, but there was actually an old hag, so really, honestly, I hate it.
Hearing that, Drathar's going to run up and just kind of step behind her and cover her mouth.
Poppy's gonna giggle.
Tika, if you ever want to drink again, you have to control yourself. People know you're crazy and talking about the past, but let's not do that no more. Are you going to be good, Tika? Drathar, no, you're not going to be good?
I don't promise.
I give up. Drathar is just going to take his hand off.
I will try. Don't do that. That was really scary.
Poppy
This
just
is
shakes her
why-
head and walks down the stairs.
This is why we're having you drink water. You're so much worse when you're drinking.
I wouldn't have had those dreams if I had been.
You probably still would have Tika.
No, my drinks are much better when I'm drunk.
I don't want to know. I'm gonna go down and get food.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Oh,
As you all go to
Fine.
walk downstairs, you see, as you look across the room, the door is barred shut. There's a solid piece of wood kind of making sure that it's closed. You see, Bardabin is behind the bar, just cleaning as he normally does. And out on 2 or 3 of the tables is a variable feast of food. You see a kind of large side of what could be described as probably, some type of a deer kind of like butt, just a big old hunk of meat. You see that there are some eggs, and you see a whole tray of some type of pastry.
Oh my. Bartaman? What's going on?
Good morning. I thought you could use something to eat.
Where is everybody?
I didn't want them to disturb you this morning. Figured you all needed some rest. Don't read too much into it. Just enjoy the breakfast.
Estia's gonna climb up onto one of the bar stools and try to reach down the bar for one of the pastries.
When you grab the pastry, it has kind of a consistency of a scone. But when you bring it up to your nose, it kind of has a nice like of a berry smell mixed with some cinnamon. Very fluffy, yet kind of dense.
Bardaman, you've outdone yourself. These look delectable.
Old family recipe. My mom used to make them. Haven't made them in a while. Hope they're good.
They smell wonderful.
Estia's gonna take like just a huge bite out of it, like as much as she can fit in one mouthful.
Imagine a warm scone that has a cinnamon batter, but with
I'm on a
a kind
diet,
of mixed
stop.
berry, like a bunch of mixed berries in it, with a little bit of like a sugar kind of caramelized on top.
So while her mouth is still full of this scone, she goes, "Oh, so good."
He's gonna crack a half smile and keep cleaning cups.
Draythar, for the most part, will just eat in silence, but he will kind of look up to Bardabin and be like, "Thank you for the food. This definitely was not needed, but we do appreciate it."
He's gonna look over at you, Draythar, and his expression's gonna change a bit, and you're gonna see kind of this air of respect as he gives you a very kind of easy nod.
Estia's gonna finish the rest of the scone and then look at Bardaman and say, I don't know who your mother was, but she must have been quite a lovely lady to come up with a recipe as good as this one.
I know. But thank you. Geigen, he's gonna walk over to Draythar. He's gonna hand him a leather belt. He's just gonna lean over and whisper to you, "I took care of it. Don't worry about it."
With that, Draythar's just going to kind of look him in the eye and just give him a little nod as letting him know that he knows, but not say anything else on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll take the belt.
Kind of claps you on the shoulder as he walks by to inspect the trays and grabs one of the pastries for himself and walks back to the bar.
This is really good, Bartaman. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now, question I have: where do you find the berries?
Oh, there are still places around you can get berries.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you show me sometime so I can find some berries for myself?
Sure. And he's going to awkwardly walk back to the bar. Kind of cleaning. His eyes are just kind of looking at the bar.
We don't have any time to waste. I'm finally feeling more myself. We need to go after that cauldron. And we need to go and find this stolen item.
What?
The days are short around here. We need to come up with a plan.
Ooh.
Bartaban, you know the land around here better than we do. Which is closer, Daenerys Rest or Targus?
Well, if you're trying to go to Targus, you're going to have to pass through Bryn Shander, which isn't a bad place. Could be a place for you to get some rest and restock before making your way to Targos. That said, Den of Rest is a good ways up north in the middle of nowhere. Probably certainly want to be prepared if you were going to go on that type of a journey. Not exactly a road that'll get you up there.
Is it closer to here or is it closer to Targos?
Oh, I mean,
If we were going to get prepared.
It's definitely closer to here. It's a bit north of the lock. At the far north end of the lock.
The near Kaer Koenig. You see that Eztia kind of pulled out her book and her map from class.
Bit up that way, yeah.
The two basically opposite directions.
I don't know what the rest of you think, but we probably should go get the cauldron first. And hopefully we'll get at least something that we'll be able to prepare ourselves better with, maybe some money along the way or something, so we can be better prepared. And then we can try chasing after these dwarves.
Can we make
But
it
also-
to Bryn Shander in a day?
Actually, hold on. No, Denev's Rest. Pardon my brain. Denev's Rest is a inn in Caer Dineval.
So it's closer in here, but it's north, and Targos is far to the
West.
west.
Yeah.
Wait, you said it's an inn?
Yeah.
Well, I know not which we should go after first.
I mean, not for nothing, but that cauldron, from what I gathered, was gonna be able to feed the town.
Which
If
is why
it's
we
them
should probably go after it first.
dwarves
Yeah, plus
or
prudence.
just stole an old figurehead. Just an item.
So we go, we get the cauldron, we get revenge, we bring Prudence back here, and then we go after that artifact.
Yes, and perhaps getting the cauldron back, we'll be able to be better prepared, or get the speaker to help us be better prepared.
Well, I've got your axe beaks tied up around the side of the inn. They're all ready to go.
That-
Ugh, I'm not excited about riding on another back of another axe beak, but we'll do what we must.
They're a bit different when you're actually mounting them the right way.
I sure hope so. She kind of like holds her ribs, maybe some bruises from a couple nights ago. Once we eat breakfast, we need to head out as quickly as we can. Days are short.
Works with me.
Let's go.
Just make sure you take some of this for the road.
Of course. I don't think we're going to be eating as well as this on the road, so any amount of this that we can take will definitely be a happy reprieve.
Hey, Barnabin, you got any of those scones we could take with us?
Sure. Take as many as you like. I made them all for you anyway. I mean,
For
all-
you or for
all-
you?
for all of you. For all of you. But I figured you would appreciate them.
That was very thoughtful.
Poppy's just going to raise her eyebrow again at Eztia.
Just make sure you stay aware and stay together. Traveling out even on the road is dangerous.
You know, yeah, I found that out the hard way.
Get caught out in a storm and surrounded by yetis ain't fun for anyone.
Have you ever faced a Yeti, Barnabin? And she's gonna lean across the bar and kind of put her hand on her under her chin.
I have. It was not an experience that I would like to have again. But it would be certainly one that the Yeti will never have again.
Oh, you killed it?
He looks over to the kind of the main stage where the kind of hearth is, and he kind of makes a nod over, and you see this kind of white fur rug over there. Yep.
Eztia just looks impressed but doesn't say anything. She's gonna grab 2 of the scones, stuff them in each of her pockets, and then go upstairs to get the rest of her gear, her axe.
Poppy's just going to kind of give Bardaman a half smile and walk upstairs to get her stuff.
He'll just kind of give you a cursory little nod and get back to his business.
Being already basically packed and ready, Drathar is going to just go grab his pack and then come back down to the main room.
We're
Yeah,
snapping
Eztia grabs
on
her
this.
stuff and then joins him in the main room. So what happened with Pedro? Drathar?
Well, we'll just say no one's going to find him again.
What did you do?
Bardaman's gonna
I
let out
didn't-
like a half chuckle.
He took it upon himself to help himself disappear.
Poppy walks down with stuff and grabs some of the food.
I don't like it, but I'm going to choose to overlook it.
You can always roll insight if you want.
Yeah.
She's not gonna try to figure out what happened here. She's just choosing to trust Drathar.
Wow, look at that.
Where's
Don't
Tika?
worry,
Is she
Les.
not ready yet? No, I know she's not ready yet.
She's eating.
He really likes that food.
Yep, she's still eating.
I didn't know satyrs made noises like that.
Well, we
I
know
think it's
now.
more because we have. I think it's more because she's sober. She's just turned into a wild animal.
I mean, you did tell her to be quiet. I mean,
But there, Tika. We'll give her a few more minutes to finish up, okay, guys?
Yeah, she's really enjoying that food. I don't think we should try to pull her away from it.
Butt.
No,
Abby, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's just give Tika a few more minutes, okay?
All right, daylight isn't on our side here.
I understand, but it's not too often Tika's quiet and
You're right. We can savor the moment.
I mean, she's
It's
hungry.
like I
She
could
healed
savor those
everybody
scones.
lunch yesterday.
I mean, my biggest question is, do you want to put your hand in between that and pull her away?
no.
As Tika really just goes after that whatever that sweet was, she's just gnawing on it. It's just so good. It's just gonna have to replace the beer, and then she's gonna look at everybody. This is your fault, and then walk upstairs and grab her things, and then just kind of back downstairs.
My cheeks hurt.
While Tika's upstairs, Drathar will just go to Bartabin and see if he can get like a flask of alcohol and try to hide it before Tika gets back.
Oh, yeah. Bartabin's got you covered. You see him kind of pull a small kind of, leather skin out from underneath the bar and just kind of slowly passes it to you on the bar top. There's
Thank
your
you. This will definitely
water
help.
refill.
And with that, he'll just go back and kind of wait for Tika to get back down before they head out.
I'm ready. I'm not happy about it. She grabs another scone, but I'm ready.
Off we go.
Tika.
Yeah.
I wanted to say thank you for all you did. So here you go.
What I think it is?
He hands you a very small flask. It's probably about as big as my palm. And it's filled with just a few ounces of liquid. But when you drink them, you'll figure out that they are extremely tasty.
Thank you. I'll cherish this on our journey and attempt to make it last more than a few minutes.
I certainly wouldn't drink all that in one go.
You don't know me, Barty.
Oh no, I think I've picked up enough. I'm just still warning you. I probably wouldn't drink all that in one go.
I'll trust you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Be safe, Miss Tika.
I don't have much faith in that, but thank you. I'll try.
Tika, we gotta go!
Coming,
Estia's at like the
coming!
front door, impatiently waiting for Tika.
Coming. Okay.
Draythar's
Bye,
out there as well.
Barty!
He just
Ask her out
She's
when we
definitely
come back
not
up!
yelling to get Tika away from Bardaban at all. She just wants to go.
Ask him out, Barty, when we come. Barty, ask her out when we come back. I think she'll say yes. Thanks for the alcohol. Bye.
You see his face turn beet red as you walk out the door.
Enough of this nonsense. We have work to be done.
You step outside, and the cold once again hits your face. It's biting. Seems like every day feels a little bit colder, and your bodies haven't adjusted yet to the chill. So every time you step outside, it's like stepping outside for the first time. It's a little tougher to get that first breath. Your lungs feel like they go numb for a second. You feel the dryness on your cheeks and lips. But around the side of the inn are your axe beaks. Each of them have kind of a makeshift blanket saddle. Seems comfortable enough. And a set of small saddlebags to the rear of that, capable of holding a few goods.
Or 4.
Hey, Poppy, how about you and I take this smaller looking axe beak over here?
Sure, that would be great.
Wait. I've got this. Just hold on for a second. And she'll go up to the blanket and she'll cast heating. I've given up on saying the word. And then she'll go to the other one.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation for heat. And then she'll go to the other blanket and do it again. I'm getting good at this.
Each time you do that, the axe beaks kind of like rear their heads a little bit.
Well, you guys.
What are
okay.
axe beaks? Because I'm not familiar.
Imagine an ostrich, but thick in terms of its neck, like thicker neck,
Like double C?
and literally has a beak in the shape of an axe. Like it's literally looks like an axe that parts in the middle
Okay.
as its beak. So it's kind
I'm
of
digging it.
got a kind of a narrow shape, right? So it's like this, and then kind of comes out like that. But
Okay.
they thick, and they got these big old, kind of thick old tree trunk chicken legs with kind of webbing on their feet, which makes it really good for walking on the snow. They're really hardy creatures. A little temperamental, though. And a window opens up from the side. If no one told you, it helps to name them.
Well, don't they already have names?
Doesn't matter. Axe beaks are kind of simple in that way, and if you name them, they kind of connect with you in a way.
So
Just
Eztia is
a
gonna
thing.
cast speak with animals on the smaller of the axe beaks. And then she has the ability to like communicate with it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna be like, "Hey there, pretty one. What do you want your name to be?"
Tinkle cast animal friendship.
What? I don't want to talk to the animal. What's the? What do you want your name to be?
I want my name to be Sanders.
What did he say?
I think he said his
I did
name.
not comprehend what that was.
He wants his name to be Sandis.
Sanders.
Or
Sanders.
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 don't know how to spell that. Sandus?
Sanders.
Sandus? Like pandas with an S? Okay, cool.
Sanders.
A New York accent.
I think that Estia's just gonna draw her hand away from it for a second to be like, well, this one's apparently named Sandus.
Sanders.
I think it's...
Colonel Sanders.
All right then, little Sandus, we're gonna go on a trip. I'll look after you and you look after me and we'll get along just fine. Come on, Poppy.
Sure. What's his name again?
Sandus.
I think we're calling him Colonel Sanders.
Sandus. Like,
Ooh, chicken!
As you just keep hearing in your head, Sanders, Sanders, Sanders.
An Eastern sounding accent. Okay.
wait, can everybody hear this or can just Eztia hear
Just
this?
Eztia.
Yeah. So she tells everybody this one we're gonna call Sandus.
He's gonna take his axe beak and just bring it around and smack you in the back. Sanders.
Who, Eztia?
Yes.
Ouch! Sandus!
Sanders.
What are you trying to tell me? Sanders? Oh, God. Sanders, correction, everyone. Sanders. Oh my God, don't do that again. You can get my attention without ramming your head into me. Come on now.
And this is gonna take its head and just rest it over your shoulder, and its eye is just gonna look at you.
She's just gonna pat his head a little bit.
Sanders.
Okay, Sanders, I got it. Okay. All right, there you go. She's just gonna pat the head and just kind of push it off her shoulder and quickly
there's an axe beak
scramble
for
onto
each
the
of
back.
You do not have to
Oh,
share.
there's 4?
Yes, there's
Oh,
4.
okay. Does anybody want Sanders? I'm kidding.
Well, I'll take this one over here. Can you find out what he wants to be called?
No, absolutely not. No. Nope, Sanders and I are we're pals now.
But I want to know what this one wants to be called.
Name it yourself. I'm sure it'll be just fine with whatever you come up with.
Mead.
Wait, what?
I think she just named her bird Mead.
Tika, when you call it mead, it brings its head around to you. Its eyes grow wide and kind of wild.
You're Mead. And you're my friend.
And it's going to rest its head on your shoulder and kind of nuzzle you a little bit as it looks at you with its big old eye.
He's so cute. Oh, my little Mead. You're going to take us on a journey, aren't you? I like these guys.
And you see it like kind of ruffle its feathers a little bit.
That makes one of us. Estia's just kind of irritated.
Sanders.
Stop it. Let's go.
Poppy's gonna walk up to hers and kind of like put her hand out and say, "Can I call you Joseph?"
We're to spend the whole episode naming the axe piece, by the way.
Poppy's just gonna kind of ruffle her hand in Joseph's neck.
Seems to be okay.
Drathar, what are you going to name yours?
You know, The only name I could think of that would be worse than mead possibly be emergency food. So I'm not going to go with that.
Probably a good
idea.
Snack.
Midnight snack. MS. Oh.
Don't make fun of Snack. He worked hard to earn that name.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the name of it?
I'll name him Adarna.
Adarna?
Yes, Adarna.
Adarna.
Okay.
It goes.
If you don't like Adarna, we can name you Lunch.
And it's going to take its beak and walk over to a woodpile that you're standing next to and just slam its head into the chopping block and sever it in two.
I think it likes the name Lunch. Let's go with that.
Okay, your lunch now.
You look at
Okay,
it,
we're going
it
to
seems
dinner.
almost confused as if you're offering or naming, but either way seems okay.
We're going to stick with lunch at this point.
This whole scene. All right, let's head out of here. We have to try to make it all the way to Bryn Shander, and it's quite a trek. It looks to be about 25 miles away.
Come on, Mead. You're gonna take me to my next drink.
How quickly do these beasts travel?
That's a good question.
Oh, it's definitely not 25 miles away. It's definitely less than that. It's more like 15.
Yeah, every kind of town within 10 towns is able to get there within kind of a day. In terms of their...
Definitely not measuring with my pen. Yeah, 15 miles.
Their base speed's 50 feet.
Yeah, their
So
base speed's
running, they'd
50
be able
feet.
to do 150.
Yeah, they can do... You'll more than be able to get to Bryn Shander by the end of kind of the day. It's certainly going to be nightfall. But as long as you are able to stick to the road and you don't befall any terrible weather, you should be fairly okay.
Only 15 miles.
Yeah, but 15 miles when you've got heavy snow that these things are having to walk in, carrying
That's true.
you.
That's true.
And the days are so short.
That's
with
true.
the days
Days are
being
short. Yeah.
You know, you got to take extra care not to get lost. There may be a road, but it's certainly not always evident where that road is.
Yeah.
So, as you guys make your way to Bryn Shander, you're going to need to give me a survival check.
Do you hear this thunder, by the way?
No.
Was he picked up by the microphone? Okay.
Mm-mm.
It's pouring.
It was pouring here earlier.
Survival check.
I got a 4.
Right there has a
roll.
6.
Yeah, 20.
We've lost Tika. She's nowhere to be found.
That's how bad it was.
I wanted to roll. I want to see if she can save you.
Wait, 20's not enough?
To bring up the average on a 4 and a 6?
Oh.
Oh.
Roll survival check, please. A good one, Rit.
Survival check.
Survival. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please.
Oh boy. Welp. Night falls about an hour into your journey. Actually, that's not true. It's a couple hours into your journey. But as that happened, one of the intermittent blizzards kicked up. you begin to lose sight of each other. You've gotten off the path. I need you to make a perception check. Each of you.
22.
Oh,
Drather got a nat 20, so 22.
Who rolled the
nice.
one?
Eztia did.
Oh boy. As to you start to wander off. Drathar, you see her beginning to stray from the group, almost as if she can't see. And you are able to make your way over and bring her back onto the path. Poppy, you're sitting there waiting for them, having kind of refound the trail that you were supposed to drive, to continue driving down. And Tika luckily was able to kind of just see Poppy enough to catch up while she was waiting for Drathar to gather Eztia. You begin to hear noises and see things as you regain each other's composure as a group. Faint figures on the edge of the storm. But you continue making your way down the east way. The storm begins to let up as night takes over. And in the distance, you see the lights of a town, which you can only assume is Bryn Shander. And as you approach, we will stop there for tonight and pick up next week.
Dun dun dun.
Dog peed on the bed.
Oh no.
On that little bed. I don't know if you guys saw it while
Oh,
it was
I thought on
happening.
your bed.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you meant on the bed. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
No, thankfully that was a few nights ago, and then I tried to wash the comforter that didn't fit in our washer, and then flooded it, and it was a night.
That sounds like an evening.
We had to get a new comforter.
That said, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and hanging us. If you're hanging out with us live on Twitch and YouTube on Saturdays and Mondays, we appreciate you very much. If not, make sure that you are following on the YouTube or subscribing on the YouTube channel. Make sure you're hitting that notification button, subscribe button, and the little like, thumbs up button, because you know you love us if you're watching us. We're lovely. You know you love us. But we will catch you guys next time on Dungeon Nytes. And also, if you love us, because we know you love us, and it's late and my brain's not working, please make sure that you go to patreon.com/Dungeon Nytes. Support us for as little as $5. It helps us to continue to do the things we do and make more improvements like, this whole thing that we did today. We love your faces, everybody. We will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.